Welcome back to a special breaking news edition of Overexposed. Today we have lots of new details about the new Harman Phoenix film that they've been teasing. The other day, as I'm wont to do, I was scanning the analog community Reddit. It's a really great place to look at discussions of film photography, to find recent news headlines, to kind of stay abreast of all the latest goings on in film photography. So if you're not already subscribed to that Reddit, it's a great place to be. But I'm browsing the analog community Reddit and I see a post at the top of the page about the new Harman Phoenix film. And much to my surprise, this post had almost everything you wanted to know about the new film in it. So I looked at the Reddit post, and unfortunately I didn't screenshot the post. I did save the images, so we'll get to those in a second. But the gist of the Reddit post was, hey look, my local dealer put the film out too early and I managed to snag myself a copy. And the post had 4 images attached. The images started with the boxed film in hand, and then they went through a picture of the film stock itself, including the kind of unusual color of the base, and then also a picture of the box all unfolded, which had lots of good nuggets of information inside. So obviously this was pretty crazy. So it looks like a dealer out there probably broke the street date for the new Ilford Phoenix film. And a couple of things that we can immediately know about this film. The film is going to be a 200 speed color negative film. You can see that by looking at the picture here. You can see the orange and white color scheme on the box and the description of the film as the 200 speed film. And another thing that was highlighted inside this Reddit post was that this film is actually available for sale online on at least one retailer for $10.99. I've tried to Google search that listing and it appears that that listing has been pulled down as well. So it seems like the people who've been leaking this information are maybe becoming a little more cautious, not wanting to get those cease and desist letters from Harman. I will say this though, I'm under no obligation to keep any of Harman's secrets at this point. Harman didn't send me the film early. I don't have rolls of Phoenix 200 in my refrigerator back here to shoot. I wasn't invited to the event. I haven't signed any sort of agreement with anybody that would require me to keep the information secret. All of the information that I'm posting here came from this one particular Reddit post, which unfortunately the Reddit post got deleted. So just so we're perfectly clear on that, I don't have the film stock. This is not me leaking this. Someone else has already leaked it, and I'm just regurgitating the information here for you guys. But a few more details about the film. So let's take a look at that picture with the box unfolded, because like I said, there's lots of good information inside the box. And I'm just gonna read this for you guys so you guys can take it all in. So inside the box says, introducing Harman Phoenix. Like the mythical Phoenix, this new color film represents hope, rebirth, and transformation. It signals the start of a new legacy and the beginning of an exciting new chapter for one of the world's largest manufacturers of photographic film. In fact, this is the first ever color film made entirely from emulsion to cassette at a Harman factory, a significant yet incredibly exciting milestone. At the top of this, it also says that the film is limited edition. We are very proud of what we achieved with this film, but it's also our first step into a world of color. Sales from this film will allow us to further invest, refine, and improve our formulations, coding capabilities, and color technology. Our aim is that with each new color film that we produce will be an improvement on the previous. Follow our journey at Harman Photo and share your photos with us at Phoenix Film. Be part of our story. Help us create films that you want to see. Scan the QR code and share your thoughts. On the little end tabs, it also has instructions for development, process C41, and then for full USA warranty, see harmanphoto.co.uk, USA warranty. There's social media on here as well, a website, and then also the exposure count and some coding. So that's everything that's contained inside the film. It's honestly quite a bit to digest. So just going through a few of the pieces of information here so we can kind of talk about them. First thing is they make this very clear that this is their first step into the world of color film, which it is, right? We know Ilford makes lots of black and white stuff, and they've also sourced color films at various points from other manufacturers. But as they point out very clearly, this is their first attempt at coding and selling a film that they've made themselves. That was one of the things that people wanted to know when the rumors started kind of popping up about this new Harman film. Was this going to be a film like one of the Lomography film stocks, not taking anything away from Lomography, but I think everybody knows that they have someone else make the film for them. They don't have factories out there where they're coding film based themselves. They're sending their formulations to someone else and someone else is producing the film for them. Would it be something like that where an existing manufacturer made the film stock for them, or was it going to be something that they were making soup to nuts entirely themselves? They make it very plain in this description that they are the ones doing this, that this film was entirely entirely their creation from the inception to the final product. So that is really exciting. And something else that they're quick to highlight as well, this is going to be the first iteration of a film stock from Harman Color, and that there would in all likelihood be subsequent iterations of color film from them. So this is just our first entry point into color film with Harman. Sounds like we're going to get more film stocks. All good news on that front. All good news on that front. I know lots of us were holding out hope that it might be a slide film. I think there were lots of folks out there that were hoping this would be a slide film, myself included. The fact that we're getting any new color film at all, specifically a new color film from a new manufacturer, it's just incredible, incredible news. And it sounds like there's no reason to lose hope yet. We may be getting more stuff down the road. They do state that this film is limited edition. I don't really understand what that means. I don't think we have enough information to know, so we'll wait for subsequent videos and announcements from Harman to kind of spell that out. Maybe they made this first batch and they already had ideas of how they could improve their process, so maybe they've already segued the lines to making something new. I'm not sure. So we'll need further clarification to figure out what exactly they mean by limited edition. But they do make it very plain that this is not going to be the only film that they're going to be releasing, so stay tuned. But the most important thing, and we've already touched on this some, is the fact that this is a brand new color film completely made by them. Anybody who's been in and around photography for the past few years knows that there aren't that many folks making color film at this point. You got a Novus, Kodak, and maybe Fuji. There aren't that many folks out there with the capability of making color film. So the fact that they've bought the equipment and they're allocating the resources to making their very own color film, it's really, really something special. And talking about the implications of that for the industry more broadly, I think a lot of us have thought maybe film photography was on borrowed time. Because you have manufacturers out there like Fuji. Fuji seems to be losing interest in film, and I've made videos that talk about this. But obviously Kodak is subject to market forces, and you hate for all of your eggs to be tied up in basically one basket. So I think that the fact that we may now have 4 manufacturers of color film in the world, that's really incredible news, and it goes a long way to solidifying the future of film photography. So all that's to say, I really can't wait to get my hands on some of this stuff and to try it out. Specifically if the pricing that's listed is correct at $10.99, I think they're going to sell a bunch of this, even if it's in that ballpark. Sign me up. And if you thought this video was cool, I would encourage you to go back and watch the video where I break down all the rumor and speculation leading up to Harman releasing this film, where I was dead ass right. Take this moment to subscribe to Overexposed. We'd love to have you on board. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.